Hey, what's going on YouTube? How's it going? My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. It's been a couple days since I've made a video. I wanted to bring an update to you, see what's going on in the market. So let's jump in. Don't forget this isn't financial advice, never intended to be so. Don't forget I am an Elliott Wave trader and this channel is kind of devoted to the Elliott Wave perspective. There are other ways to look at the market and certainly I do, and there's other ways to trade it as well, but we're going to try to give you the Elliott Wave count here. Not many guys are doing that. So that's what we're doing. So let's jump in. Hey, thanks so much for the last couple of videos. Lots and lots of comments and thumbs up, guys. You have really made the difference on the channel. I picked up many subs because of you guys, and you're really helping me out as you do that. So continue to leave those comments. Just let me know you're watching. Let me know where you're from, and let me know if you're trading and what your favorite cryptos are. Anything like that. I'd love to get to know who I'm talking to every day. It's hard to look at a screen and just without seeing anybody. So excuse me. So I'd love to get to know you a little bit. So if you're kind of new to the channel, let me know. Introduce yourself, and we'll get to know each other. All right, let's jump into the market here. All right, so we are on this correction from the bottom here, or this move up from the bottom here. It's from what we hit from $3,800. So, and then we've just been steady pumping straight up. We are due for a larger correction, but it hasn't come yet. So we want to always just be mindful of that. We had the beginning of quite a move here, but is that the dump we've been looking for? That is the question mark. So let's look in a little bit more here and see what we can see. First off, I have been considering and hypothesizing that if we exclude this wick and start our count from this bottom here, we have a nice clean one wave. We got a two. This is all three. This is four, and then we have a fifth wave coming right now. That is a hypothesis I've been entertaining. On some live streams, I've shared that, and I showed the measurements. The measurements measure beautifully. If we just measure the third wave, to get the projection for this fourth wave, you can kind of see here that this fourth wave here, or this wave that I'm considering as a fourth wave, came right down to the 382 wick to even past that, almost to the 50%, which is right where fourth waves come. The only problem I have with that is that it just looks too much like an impulse wave rather than a corrective wave or a fourth wave, and so that's my concern. However, we do have a flat here in the two wave, and so this is kind of a more straight down. That's a great alternation, to be honest with you. And if there's some way to count this as a three wave, it might be hidden in there. But that being said, I don't like the wave structure as a fourth wave, so it's got me a little concerned, this count, but nonetheless it still doesn't look too bad. The third wave has a nice delineation of waves here as well. We can count a good five subwaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there, so the third wave subwaves can be counted as well. So looking pretty good, to be honest with you. But we'll have to wait and see what we're going to get here. So let me talk about the bull count and the bear count. And so the bull count here is that we are in the process of making a fifth wave to the upside. In order to project the fifth wave, we basically start from the bottom of one, we go to the top of three. With the fib trend-based extension tool, bottom of one, top of three, back down to four, and we project around the 618. And so we're looking for a target here in the bull count here, somewhere around $11,500, 11,500. And so that's going to be a really nice bull move if that's what we get indeed. Okay, that would go up in five waves. We would expect, so it'd go up something like this, like that. That's what we'd be looking for. Then we'd have a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'd have a deeper correction, three waves. That would give us our larger correction on the larger time frame, and then bring us back down here to this structure zone, most likely somewhere in here. Okay, that's a bull way to look at it, because after that basically would be a 1 and a 2 of the next major move, and then after we finish this two wave to the downside, guys, we would expect a very large move to the upside. Very large move. Gigantor, the kind you've been waiting for a really long time, so this will be your chance to load up. And then, so that is the bull count if this is correct. Okay, let's look at the bear count, and I'll show you what I'm seeing there as well. Oh, sorry. All right, if we're uh, dealing with a bear count, guys. Uh, we need to stop around here. Um, Looking at this, if I just measure this first wave to the second wave there, we've come right to the 127 extension here. That's a very corrective fib. So that would give us our three-wave move here. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that, we would expect downside to come. And once that downside gets here, I would expect no lower than 3,100, I would hope. And then we'd get our move to the upside that we've been waiting for. I can't say that that's the case. I can't say that that's going to happen, but certainly that's a possibility. Um, so this would be basically the end of a three-wave move. So we've got a three-wave move here and then a three-wave move there. So boom, 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 and then boom, 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 like that. And then there's our basically our WXY correction. I know that's a lot of gobbledygook, but basically a WXY is three waves, and three waves, and this would give us our three waves. Okay, now I can't say that is the count either. Neither can I say it's a bull count. I'm just showing the possibilities here. Okay. All right, so we have already tagged the 127 extension here. I would like to see us come on down from here. Now, it's possible that that is the case because we have an impulse off the top. This looks very much like an impulse wave. So 5 waves, and then we got a 3-wave pullback that we're making now that should be about finished, and then we're going to head down in several more waves. It could be 3, it could be 5. I'm not sure how that's going to come down. Depends on how we interpret this. If this is a 3, okay, this will have to be a 3. Okay, if this is 5, like that, then this will have to be 5 as well. Okay, so I'm not sure how to interpret that. Let's look at this wave that's been we've been making since this last correction, and see what's going on with it. So we'll go in from the to the micro count now. You'll notice that this whole pump looks a lot like this. It just looks a lot like the same stuff that's been going on, and that's what's made this such kind of a difficult count. I've got a couple of ways to look at this, but basically this is looking kind of three-wave-ish here. If I got it, oh come on, yeah, I've got a three-wave there. Let's try to do that again. I'm having a hard time today. There we go. Um, Three-wave there. Really impulsive, but evidently that was a three-wave, or it was a 5-wave, but it didn't break the low. And then, so actually, what we got here is three, a 3, and now it looks like we're getting a 5. Okay, and that would be a flat, and that flat has come. If you measure it like this, you can see that we're bouncing right around the 1-to-1 extension, expecting to come up here to the 127 extension here pretty soon. Once this thing finishes its correction, should expect it to come up here, fill the CME gap that was made, and correct up to about $9,600. Once that's done, if this is again the bull count, expected a move to the downside. Okay, all right, and that would be a very large move to come. All right, so that's a possibility as well. How else to look at this wave? Well, let's analyze just this wave and see where it takes us, and see how many more waves we would expect, and see if that target looks correct. One, two, buckle my shoe. All right, let's see here. Haven't reached the 1618 yet, which is interesting to me. So because we haven't hit the 1618, we got 1, 2, 3 is going to be up here, going to get a little forward pullback, and then 5. So we might even come even higher than the CME gap that I was talking about. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. The third wave usually comes to the 1618 extension. Okay, that's what I would expect to see. Is there any other way to interpret this? It needs to be 5 waves, and it needs to be pretty impulsive. If it's part of a flat. It's kind of tough to see here. I'll be honest with you, right here, I really hard time with that gobbledygook there. It looks very odd. It's very. I mean, there's a 3-wave move. This looked more impulsive. So we got a truncated fifth maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this is a one wave going after two. So this is like the part of that would be the way we interpret the bull count. The bull count is this is the bottom of 5 waves to the downside. Actually, it can't be that. It would have to be the bottom of 3 waves to the downside. It would have to be because but this indeed would be the fifth wave of the C. It really, again, having a hard time with it because it just doesn't look right. It's not shaped right. Um, it's very cryptic for sure. So not sure what's going on there. Very difficult here, but I would expect if we've gotten this far, we're going to come up here and get to the structure zone and possibly even retest the high. Um, that's a bearish look here, or a bullish look. The bearish look says we're about. Come on, there we go. So 3 wave move, about finish somewhere in this region and then down. Okay, the bullish look says, well, this is a correction somehow. It ended here. This is a 1 wave. That's a 2 wave, and then we're going up to make the rest of the 5 waves to finish to get us to that $11,500 target. Okay. All right, that's the way I'm seeing the market. Those are the options that we have on the table. Uh, how do we trade it? Well, regardless, we've got some upside here to go. I don't know that I would necessarily, unless you know what you're doing, I would try to trade up to that $9,500, $9,600 mark. But you could. You just got to be ready to get out. Okay, don't stay in that trade too long. Okay, just scalp it and get out a couple $100 and see what it gets you. Let's go to the micro time frame and let's look at this wave and see if there's any entry that it's giving us. Okay, let's see. I like to look at the wave structure here. Boom, boom, 1, 2. Wow. So is this 3, 4, and then gonna get a fifth wave up? That gets us to the end of the third wave, and then a corrective down. So be careful there that we might get something like that. We might get some kind of a finished wave here, and then a larger correction, and then we go back up again to finish it out. Um, so this is actually just might finish the third wave. Okay, get a 4, and then we get a 5, and that gets us up to quite a bit higher up here to this zone, about close to 10,000, but not quite. I would expect that's the bearish scenario. Bullish scenario, again, this is the third wave. We're going to come down, and we need a fifth wave that's going to get us up to the 11,000 region. Then we come down correctively. So either way, we have some up to go, I believe. Okay. All right. So up to go, up to go. Sorry. Now, this could be a finished correction here. We got a 3 wave move. I did put the fibs on that earlier. This comes to the 786 and bounces. Okay, we got pretty much an impulse off the top. Is this a corrective wave? That's really odd shape for sure. But corrective wave to the downside, that's 2. And then we're going to get 3, 4, 5 to get us up here to about 9,500, 9,550. Okay, so is that the way it's going to play? It looks like it may. So be careful there. Let's watch the divergence and see what we got going on. No divergence here on the RSI. None, none, none. Um, we did have some hidden. This is the 2-minute chart, guys. So you got to keep that in mind. We got hidden bullish that played out right here. So hidden bullish played out big time. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. See what that's showing. No divergence here to the downside. No bearish divergence that I see. Yeah, so most likely trend continuation to come. We almost have hidden bullish divergence in play. Almost, not quite, but almost on the 15-minute chart. Anything on the 1 hour? 1 hour is just pumpy, pumpy, pumpy. So yeah, with no divergence here, no signs. So we're going to probably get several more pumps to the upside. Where would we expect this wave to come down if it's going to finish? Let's go back to the 2-minute time frame, and let's see if this comes down in 3 waves here, like this. We got a $9,200 target right down here. That makes a lot of sense because we got structure right there. So $9,200 might be a nice little trade up to 95.50. From there, if it comes down. If it doesn't come down, it just goes up from here. Then still 95.50 is around the target that we're looking at. 95.50 to 9600. Okay. All right. There's your analysis for today. That's the way I'm looking at the market, guys. I know I went kind of fast. So rewind, relook at that again, and look at the targets and the shapes that I'm giving you. So try to give you the bull count and the bear count today, just to kind of look at it. I know it was fast. I get it. And hopefully you were able to track. But anyway, you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for being so faithful to watch these videos, and I hope they're helpful to you. Let me know in the comments if they're helpful, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.